in halftime. We'll be back for the second half of action. If you joined us a little bit late, South Windsor has been a little bit overtaken, if I may use that term, by the Wilbur Cross fast break. Wilbur Cross, employing a full court press and a fast break throughout most of this ball game, has been able to move the ball well.
Couldn't get the ball in time, and Wilbur Cross now takes it out under their own basket.
5-second violation, another turnover for South Windsor. Ball given in the middle to Hurd. Back outside to Williamson. Williamson to Jones. Jones shooting. Good. To Williamson. Williamson fast break. Wilbur Cross ahead to Jones. Lays it up and in. Jones to Hunter. Hunter back to Jones. Shot up and good. Williamson. Jones. 25-footer. Right through. South Windsor getting in foul trouble, trying to contend with the jumping ability of the Wilbur Cross club here.
What I remember in playing the second game against Wilbur Cross at South Windsor was, like any game, especially a game like this that was so important to us, going 20-0. We came out flat, and they came out extremely hot.
The score at halftime: Wilbur Cross 41, South Windsor 29.
Story of the first half, Jack. A little bit too much fast break for Wilbur Cross High against the South Windsor Bobcats. Although they did a very effective job in triple teaming Conroy, and South Windsor definitely in foul trouble.
Jones shooting, hitting, rolling Jones.
We didn't play well the first half, if you remember right. Tommy sort of kept us in the game, to be honest with you, the first half, because we didn't seem to be playing well. So we came out the second half, and we were down 12 with about 4 minutes to go, I guess it was. So I decided at that time to put a half-court press on.
Stoddard ahead of the field, lays it up and
in. We had a big lead.
Yeah.
And I normally hold the ball.
Yeah.
I normally hold the ball. And this time I didn't.
Yeah.
And I kept thinking, when we were up by 11, I said, well, I'm going to hold the ball if we get 2 more points. That haunts me to this day.
Well, we're at halftime. There is a tremendous overflow crowd here. I believe that they sold about 500 seats more than this place holds. There's a few people, well, I got to say more than a few. There are many people standing along the walls. There are several people who are, well, let's say almost on the court.
As soon as the schedule came out, me and everybody else probably interested in basketball put those down in their date books where I will be there. I will be there. It's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be like, but it's going to be interesting.
I was in there that night, and it was an electric atmosphere, without any question.
Levesque to Tom Roy, hooking a right-hander, around and in. Tom Roy, right-handed hook shot, 8 feet out right side, roll around the basket and drop.
My biggest concern that night was to keep the spectators off the playing court itself. On timeouts, they would float onto the playing court, and I had to see that they would be knocked back by constables, Solomons, a PD, and myself.
By the end of the half, I was thinking that, my God, down 12, only 2 8-minute quarters left. Can we turn this thing around?
South Windsor 28, 29, 23. South Windsor unable to hit from underneath their basket. Basket by Mickey Hurd that time.
Foul was on number 40, Phil Levesque.
Williamson, Jones, inside Hurd, lays it up. Another foul. Third shot is up and good.
It looks like that South Windsor has their work cut out in the second half. They have to stop. Wilbur Cross's fast break. They have to get the ball into Roy, and they also have to protect him on the foul line.
He would tell the team the game's not over because we're down by 12. And I don't know his exact words many years ago, but he would emphasize it's not over, and we have to play as hard as we can, and he might have emphasized certain things we weren't doing right, and that enabled us to win the game, I think, and not give up.
Wilbur Cross took it to us for the first half, pretty much. They had a good offense, they had a good defense that kept our big guys kind of quiet. Then, I don't know, somebody had some itching powder that got in our pants, and we started to come to life.
Crowd getting a little bit emotional right here.
5 points. Come on,
Janowski,
boy.
Berger, shooting, hitting.
It was really unbelievable because we were a small program and Wilbur Cross was a powerhouse as they've been for quite a while.
To Stoddard, close it down. Stoddard, double teaming, triple team in the backcourt, and a foul.
I think the momentum shift really didn't start until the latter part of the second half when we got settled in and were able to run some offense and our plays are working, our defense started to work.
Stoddard drive, shooting, hitting. Curry Stoddard from the right baseline. Drove 8 feet to the basket, fired the shot up and good. Right baseline, tough shot for a right-hander. Timeout, South Windsor.
Well, it certainly has been some fourth quarter for South Windsor Bobcats. As I said before, they've outscored the Governors 16-5, leading 60-59 with 2:37 left.
Time is out on the court.
Good forwards is what hurt us. Tom Roy was dominating on the boards, but most of the time it was the forwards that was killing us. I think that we did have soup in there. I think we turned everything around. I mean, Bruce is an unbelievable player, offense and defense.
Wilbur Cross has been outscored 14-5 in this quarter so far. Tommy Roy at the line.
59-58, 2:54 remaining in the ball game. Tommy Roy ties it up, 59-59. He's got one more. He can put South Windsor in the lead. Since very early in the first quarter, the first lead of the ball game.
The crowd was going crazy. We were going nuts. We really were. It was an incredible feat to beat a team like Wilbur Cross twice. Yeah, I don't think it had been done in a long time.
Gives it Tommy Roy. Back out to Janowski. One. Jonathan good. Al Janowski. 62-59. South Windsor a 3-point lead. 2:22 to go in the ball game. Williams, 8-footer. No good. Roy taps the rebound. Roy again. Good. Tommy Roy. Tough hustle basket that time. Tommy Roy underneath. Outside one, 2. Wilbur Cross. Governors. South Windsor 64. Wilbur Cross 59. Fantastic fourth quarter by South Windsor.
Crazy in the stands because a lot of us knew the importance of the game because we're basketball nuts like you were. I never thought we would lose. That should
do it. That'll do it. 10 seconds to go. Wilbur Cross down 7. Williamson drives. Ball knocked out of his hand. 4, 3, 2. Stoddard drives ahead of the field, lays it up and in. That's the ball game. 70-61. South Windsor over Wilbur Cross.
On the Wilbur Cross game, let me put it this way. That was an exciting, probably about the most exciting period of basketball in South Windsor, obviously, because you guys were winning a lot of ball games. And it was exciting. And it was exciting to be a team that was on top of the state.
At the end of the game, standing there with my parents and family and what have you, rejoicing, a great victory, 20-0. I just think it was sort of relief that it was over.
But I made a speech, and it was Charlie Sherrill in the audience. I said, my team played too well to be coached so poorly. I don't want to take anything away from South Windsor. No siree. I mean, they won legitimately.
He's a great man with a great coaching record, who had great success.
I thought the two of them were very, very excellent coaches. They work hard. Their kids work hard. Both of them gave it for 100% for the kids and their programs.
Tommy Roy standing center court, arms upraised, number 1 on both fingers. South Windsor believes they are number 1 in the state. The final score.
would say this, that Coach Salisbury had many great athletes that's made him who he is today. And I'm the beneficiary of that. And so if I have a legacy, is the fact that they could have gone to other schools, like he went on to Hill House, but he came back to Cross, and we won our championship. So I'm indebted to them. I am. And so I want people to know that I'm appreciative of the position I'm in and the opportunity to have coached such wonderful young men. I'm blessed.
Oh, well, gee, you know, Wilbur Cross was one of the elite basketball schools in the state. You know, it was Hill House, Wilbur Cross. They went head-to-head a lot of times. Used to play their games in the Payne Whitney gym at Yale. Salisbury, you know, he did a great job. He did a wonderful job there.
That players that play for me enjoyed playing for me and learned something from me, not only basketball or soccer or baseball, but lessons in life too. We put South Windsor on the map. Even to this day, South Windsor is always thought of very highly in the sports world.
Well, Charlie did a great job at South Windsor, and you know, just to schedule Wilbur Cross for 2 games was to his credit.
People ask me about my high school, and I said, "Have you ever seen the Losers?"
Yeah.
Because that's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, when the town was involved, I mean, the whole town was involved. We couldn't go any place and not be recognized or asked about, you know, signs and people in town. I mean, this place used to be packed.
South Windsor was by far the best team that I played against in my high school career. I think you can contribute that obviously to Tom Roy's dominance, but also they work together as a team. When you think about Wilbur Cross, it's a tradition. I mean, even to this day, the basketball has always been paramount. That I attribute that to Mr. Salisbury.
The thing that impressed me about that team, it created a camaraderie among the student body itself, and that they were so glad and they were so proud to be South Windsor High School students, and they would hug each other at the end of the game. They would kiss each other at the end of the game. There was a camaraderie, and they were so proud that they said, "Where you from?" "We're from South Windsor." And believe you me, we're very proud of that fact.
South Windsor outscoring Wilbur Cross in the last quarter, 26-7. 7 points. The Wilbur Cross Governors helped in the last quarter. The South Windsor's 26 points. Tom Roy being carried off the field by the ecstatic fans here. Unofficial statistics have.
I remember the first game at Cross. I remember being in the gymnasium. It was halftime. And I remember the cheerleaders from Cross. At halftime, they were chanting, "Go back, go back, go back into the woods. Your coach is a farmer and the team is no good."
Come from a better pizza and grinder shop. Colony Shop, South Windsor Avenue, Sullivan Avenue in South Windsor. A better pizza and grinder shop